OpenOffice Calc, Complex Functions 2. In this clip, we're going to have a look at the VLOOKUP or vertical lookup function. This function will allow you to use and insert data already stored in your spreadsheet. The data can be on the same sheet as your main data set, or it's usually saved on a separate sheet, like in this example. So in this example, we've got the names and surnames of members of a book club. And if you go to the second sheet here labeled level, here they assign levels according to the number of books that you have reviewed throughout the year. Okay, now we want to insert the levels on this previous sheet according to the books that they have reviewed. And to do this, we're going to use a VLOOKUP function. You could argue that you can use a nested if statement, and in this particular case you can. But the problem with the nested if statement is you can only insert up to 6 or 7 ifs within your nested if statement. So the VLOOKUP is actually expandable. You can actually put in more sets of criteria. Okay, so we're going to start with our VLOOKUP now. So equals VLOOKUP, open your bracket. Okay, and the first thing we're going to put in is we're going to select the cell that we want to test. Okay, so I'm going to select cell C2. Okay, because I'm going to look for this particular number of books that have been reviewed. And then I have to specify the array. So in other words, where must the computer go look for this information? In this case, it's on the level sheet. So I'm going to go click on level, and I'm going to highlight the table here. It's very important to make sure that once you've highlighted your table, that you make this an absolute cell ref. And in OpenOffice, you do that by pressing Shift F4. Okay, so it's made that absolute cell references with your little dollar signs in there now. Okay, at this point, don't click back. All right, just continue with your function. So put in your semicolon. And the next thing you're going to do is you're going to tell the computer which column to actually get the answer from. So it's gone to column 1 to look for the number 6, for instance. The answer is level 2, and that is in column 2. So I'm going to type in 2 here, semicolon, and then the last part is always true or false. Okay, so true is used if there's a range of values that has to be considered, and false is for specific values. And in this case, we're working with a range because, for instance, for level 1, it can be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. For level 2, it can be 6, 7, 8. For level 3, it's 9, 10, 11. And for level 4, it can be 12 books or more, so 12, 13, 14, etc. Okay, so in this case, I'm going to type in true, then close your bracket, and then press enter, and it will revert back to this first sheet. Okay, you'll see an error message here. And what I do want to show you here is that if you go to your table that you've used as your table array, here you've combined letters and numbers. So the computer is seeing this as text. So you have to clean up your data for your VLOOKUP to actually work. Okay, so for level 1, it's 0 books. For level 2, it's from 6 books and up. For level 3, it will be 9 books and more. And for level 4, it will be 12 books or more. Okay, so if you go back to your member sheet now, your VLOOKUP function will actually work. Okay, now you can use your autofill function to complete the spreadsheet.